Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity tarot card reading. We are going to get into Finn Wolfhard. We're going to find out a little bit about this actor and kind of catch up with him through tarot cards. This was a request from 15 Alvarez. So thank you for your request. That's a subscriber of Hangman Tarot. So if you have a request for a celebrity, please go ahead and leave it in the comments or go check out social media in the details box. And you can email me, you can message me, DM me, let me know any way that you see fit. Other than that, we are going to get started immediately, straight into it. So he was born in Vancouver, British Columbia. And so also Finn Wolfhard. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. December 23rd, 2002 at 11:30 p.m. He is a Canadian child actor, and he's best known for his starring role as Mike Wheeler in the supernatural Netflix hit TV series Stranger Things. He's also starred up in a music video for Canadian punk rock band Pump's song Guilt Trip, where he played a young Stefan Babcock. Stefan. He is also casted for the role of Richie Tozier in the second movie adaptation of Stephen King's It. Ugh, he's in It. Totally just had a trauma moment. That movie terrified me when I was little. It, Pennywiser, the clown, that repulses me. I didn't know he was in the new one. I'm so sorry. I just had like a trauma. I just fell into a trauma. No, that movie terrified me when I was little. So the new one, I kind of like seen parts of it, like just on TikTok, but it was just too scary to go back to that movie. It's terrifying. Okay, so sun sign is a Capricorn, moon sign is a Leo, ascendant in Virgo. Okay. Yeah, and when you're little, and if anybody like hits the head on what you're scared of, they will fuck with you while you're a kid and even as an adult until you are scared to the point where you will never watch it, never be around them, never hang out with clowns. I won't do it. I will not. I refuse. I rebuke. I will knock a clown out. Okay. I will do that. Okay. All about this celebrity. So we're going to find out about Finn through reading, just kind of finding out, an overview of, maybe the last month or however far it goes in. Just a little bit about the celebrity, as well as any challenges that are in the past or present and anything that is upcoming, how they might feel about themselves, as well as how do their fans see them versus how they actually feel about themselves. It's always a big difference, actually. All right, so we've got our 3 wands, 2 of pentacles. Those are both in reverse so far. So, all righty. Some sort of communication issue had to do with something a little unpredictable. So it's something that it's pretty meaningless, pretty minor in comparison to what things could be, but there was an issue with communication, dealing with some sort of balance or, bringing together of something going on as far as an outer situation is concerned. Something that is hard for him to let go. It could be a relationship, could be something that he had gotten involved in, could even be some sort of emotion connection to his family. It could have something to do with, coworkers, because this could be a multiple things, actually. This could have something to do with basically somebody physically. It could have something to do with just like a relationship, a friendship, a love ship, or like some sort of business ship. So far, I'm getting kind of a vibe that it's an emotional connection, but this is something that really kind of surrounds who he is, and it's something that he's dealing with as far as like letting it go or allowing this to take a cycle in whatever that means. I don't know what any of this means. It's very confusing. But again, there was definitely some sort of choice that he was having to make with communication, and he definitely didn't want to. It wasn't something he wanted to do. He didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to have about it. He didn't want to get into a place where he was cooperating in this. And again, that could have very much to do with something that he doesn't really care about it. And again, getting into a place where if he is to move forward through this cycle, then that's fine. But he's really like holding his feet in the dirt and just kind of like not really giving two shits. That's, even though we don't give a shit about it, it's still karmically or like life cycles or how things go about kind of like getting through the life process. You have to get in there. You have to get in there nitty gritty, whether you fucking give a shit about it or not, so you can move on with your fucking life. Because really, like, he has some sort of a connection, some kind of a connection. It's right in the very nips of it. Did I say nips? Right, bits. I don't know. Whatever. It's going to be a reading. It's going to be a great reading, folks. Stay tuned. So again, there is a news cycle that is just right in front of his fucking face. And this could be a huge connection. It could bring on a baby. It could bring on a family. It could bring on just emotion in general, or a give a fuck about type of thing. But definitely could bring some sort of a family situation, or, you know, anything to look forward and ahead and excited about. So that is currently all about the celebrity as of right now, finding into that challenge as far as his past is concerned. We're going to find out just a tiny bit about that. Got our Five of Wands. Five of Wands that is in reverse. Okay. So really, one of the biggest things that I'm seeing here is that there was a conflict, and it had a lot to do with whatever he's really ambitious about, anything that he's creating, or, you know, anything he's very passionate about, he has a lot of control over. And this can be an issue only because when we are controlling things and we're really not allowing anything, you know, to take part in it, which we kind of have to allow ourselves to trust the universe to, you know, play her game and do her thing. It's not really up. We're not in control of anything, honestly. Nothing. Ooh, I just got really shaky. I don't know what's going on here. I just dropped all my cards. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Okay, I'll just leave those cards out. Don't mind me, Nancy. It's just reading cards here. All right, let's get back into it. Holy buckets, that was really strange. I'm all shaky all of a sudden. Okay, so again, there is some sort of safety. He feels safe when he's controlling certain aspects here, and this has a lot to do with whatever it is that is connected to kind of the ego. So it just makes him feel better, and it makes him feel like he, you know, he's the one in charge, really. All right. Presently, there is a little bit of an issue. So any kind of challenge or obstacle as of right now is just, there's a lot of fear in getting into a place where he's not accomplished. Okay. And he's really not about learning specific things unless it pertains to him. So the education or the information, he's extremely immature about things, and he doesn't, it's almost like he's just temperamental or unpredictable when it comes to really diving in and learning about a lot of things that don't involve him. He's just like, I don't give a shit. It's like he doesn't really care. He's just like, yeah. But he does have a lot of fear that is wrapped into anything that has to do, again, with expanding in his thing, in his job, in his passion, in his craft. So that is something that he will learn about. But it's, other than that, it's like an immature, not like a bad immature. It just means that he's youthful, and he's just in this place where he's like, well, if it makes me hungry, if it makes me tick, if it's like, you know, a primal source of energy, I will feed it with information. But other than that, I don't give a shit. That's just how that feels to me. All right, let's find out how he feels about himself. How does Finn feel in general about himself? All right, so far, Ten of Swords, that is in a reverse. We also have our Hermit card, of course. I just kind of assumed that would pop out. And that is also in reverse. Ten of Wands upright. Okay, so he's definitely aware of the burdens that his ambition or his passions bring in. He's definitely aware of the burdens that it brings in. He's definitely aware of the burdens that surround him, and him kind of just not really caring about, you know, coming into conclusions, coming into endings, coming into a close, or, you know, shifting into a different place. He's very aware of those things, and he's very aware that he hermits. He goes into an energy. He's very solitude. He's very isolated. He very much likes to dive deep. But if he's learning anything, it's probably not something, he's probably not learning anything as of right now. He's aware that, you know, the flow of his life is not quite what you would assume a flow of your life is. So his is a little bit more inside. You would never see it on the outside, if that makes sense. And he's very aware that there's a lack in his clarity when it comes to his thoughts. When he's communicating, he would rather just hermit. He would rather just like, fucking not talk to people, not talk and do this here, not do that there. I would rather just go inside. I would rather jump off a cliff, hurt myself, get into a big ball of chaos and burden and, light up on fire in the most severe way possible than have to be around a bunch of people. So he's definitely in that hermiting thing. And it's not always a plus. It's not always a good thing, especially when you forget that you're in hiding. It's like when you forget to take your sunglasses off when you're in the movie theater. It's like, excuse me, sir, can you fucking see? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. All right, let's find out how the world and his fans see him. Okay, the fans definitely see him in a place of like where he's very complete. He's very well-rounded. They think the world of him, just kind of think he's in the beginnings of his, his determination to really be in this, this craft and act. And he has a lot of willpower and strength and a sense of almost like maybe you sense there was like leveling up of spiritual, or we see him as, an inside diver. He's just on the inside. He's inward, introvert. You definitely sense that though. We can look back on, things from the past though, definitely, and we can definitely see, like a person who will move more into the future and really achieve things. There's a lack of achievement, lack of being able to see those types of things as of right now, because again, he is pretty youthful. He doesn't have a ton under his belt. So those are some things that we see as fans or the public when we're looking at him, and just kind of, you all think the world of him no matter what. No matter where he is, complete or not complete, beginner, non-beginner, don't fucking matter to the world, really. Likely outcome here is that, again, really, he's really going to dive deep, introspect, get into some sort of movement or action, but really figuring out things on the inside so that he can have some sort of a relationship or a connection. So there is a sense to me that he does care. He does want feeling. He does want something, receptive and a back and forth type of, romance or connection, or however that looks. He wants, he wants to be in a place. He's not aware he has to heal to be there, but that's where he'll be, because especially if he's questioning that as of right now. And there's definitely a sense of kind of like not trusting himself when he's doing this introspection, when he's going on the inside and really trying to find some balance and, get into that bowl where it's just, kind of like pouring around him all of these balancing ingredients, and it's just kind of swirling around. And it's like, if you're not going to trust what this recipe is going to bring out, this recipe of inspiration and a direction pointing you in the, right ahead, keep going, you're great. If there's no trust here in the universe, this cannot happen. This will not happen. Who is he? Who am I to not trust the universe? We really have to think about that for a second. And that is exactly where the fuck he's at. It's like, you could care less until Miss Universe says no, nope, and nope, because she will, because she likes to play games. All right, I gotta get out of here. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please, and thank you. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Other than that, share, like, and follow. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell when you do. You will not miss a thing here as far as notifications for future tarot card readings. So don't forget to click that bell. Have a beautiful snowy Sunday.